Hi everyone, it's Robin from Upstyle, and I'm excited to share my way of making a fabric-covered box clutch. It's a fun no-sew project suitable for crafters of all levels. You'll need to purchase the pattern and a box clutch frame from my Etsy shop, and then follow along as I show you how to do it step by step. Okay, here we go. You'll need 2 pieces of fabric for the exterior of the clutch, 4 pieces of lining fabric, an additional piece of lining fabric for the hinge cover, 2 pieces of fusible fleece, 2 pieces of double-sided fusible moldable stabilizer. If you can't find the double-sided fusible kind, you can get the sew-in kind, and I show you at the end of this tutorial how to add fusible layers to make your own. You'll also need 2 pieces of some type of a firm panel. You can use Peltex or cardboard, 2 pieces of 1.5 inch wide ribbon, and 1 of the box clutch frames. Center and fuse the fleece to the wrong side of each exterior fabric panel. Next, lay 1 piece of the lining fabric wrong side up, add 1 piece of the stabilizer, and finally 1 of the exterior fabric panels right side up. Make sure the corners of the fusible fleece align with the inside corners of the stabilizer. Then fuse in place, especially along the outside edges. Once the layers have cooled completely, use the firm edge of the stabilizer as a guide to trim the top, bottom, and sides. Carefully trim around the notched edge at the top of the back panel. The notched edge will fit around the closing mechanism of the purse frame. Use your iron to heat the fabric panels to the point where the stabilizer is flexible and you can mold it into a box shape. Then fold each edge up toward the lining 3/4 of an inch. I like to use a 3/4 inch wide piece of cardboard as a guide. Work quickly while the stabilizer is still warm to create the box shape. Use sewing clips at the corners to help retain the box shape while it cools. Once the panel has cooled completely, the box shape should be set and you can remove the clips. To finish the corners, fold each one toward the short side of the box. Use glue and sewing clips to secure until the glue is dry. Okay, moving on to the inside of the clutch. Lay the lining fabric hinge cover right side down. Apply a thin layer of fabric glue or double-sided tape along each short end and fold toward the center, wrong sides together, 1 inch. Set this piece aside and lay one of the remaining lining panels right side down. Then center one of the firm panels down onto the fabric. Add fabric glue or double-sided tape to each side and fold toward the center against the firm panel. Repeat the process for the top and bottom edges. And press well. Transfer the gusset placement guidelines to each panel. Cut the ribbon according to the template provided with the pattern and lay it onto the panel so that the angled edge aligns with the guideline. Apply the glue as directed, basically in a triangular shape, just below the guidelines. Lay the rivets in place so that the angled edge aligns with the guideline and the opposite ends extends beyond the panel. Apply glue to the second panel below the guidelines. Flip the first panel upside down so the ribbons are on the bottom, and with right sides together, lay the panels together. Fold the ribbon up to the second panel and press in place. Clip the panels together and allow to dry completely. Once the glue is completely dry, you can attach it to the frame. I'm starting with the front panel, or the unnotched panel, first. Add glue to the frame all the way around, avoiding the corners and the hinges. Trim off any loose threads from the fabric box, and starting at the bottom edge, insert into the frame, applying firm pressure at the corners and around all the sides. Turn it over to make sure all the layers of the lining are fully inserted as well. Then use tape to hold the box in place while it dries. Turn the piece over and repeat the process for the notched back panel. Make sure not to add glue to the closing mechanism at the top. Open up the clutch so that the clasp and the chain loops are at the top. Apply some fabric glue on both sides of the hinge and position the hinge cover so that it covers the hinge and falls down evenly on each side. Press in place. Next, flip up the chain loops and grab your inside panels. Liberally apply fabric glue to the lining side of the fabric boxes. Insert one of the inside panels and press firmly. Turn the clutch around and repeat the process for the other side. You'll need to close the clutch about halfway in order to position the second inside panel. I usually lay the clutch open on its side overnight to dry thoroughly. Once the glue has dried thoroughly, the last step is to attach a chain, like this one. And that's it. To make your own fusible stabilizer, you'll need 2 pieces of the heat moldable sew-in type of stabilizer and 4 pieces of iron-on adhesive. All you need to do is lay 1 piece of iron-on adhesive onto the stabilizer and iron on the paper side according to the manufacturer's instructions, and do the same thing on the other side. And once it's cooled a bit, you simply peel off the paper, revealing the adhesive. And it works exactly like the stabilizer that already has the adhesive applied. One last thing I want to mention is that you can use different types of 1.5 inch wide ribbon for the gussets. I prefer a good quality grosgrain ribbon, but you can also use a smooth satin ribbon or even organza ribbon. And that does it for this tutorial. Feel free to contact me anytime with questions, concerns, comments, or just to say hi. I'm always happy to hear from you. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.